Your hair isn't falling out, it's starving. Ferritin, vitamin D and protein explained. You wake up, run your fingers through your hair, and freeze. A few strands stick between your fingers. You tell yourself it's normal, but somewhere inside, a quiet panic starts whispering. Is it getting thinner? You switch shampoos, buy serums, change pillows, avoid stress. At least you try, but the shedding continues. And yet, what if the real problem isn't your hair at all? What if it's your body crying out for something it's missing, silently? The truth is, hair doesn't just fall, it gives up when the body can no longer afford to keep it alive. Your hair is not a priority for survival, it's a luxury your body will sacrifice first when it senses scarcity. And that scarcity doesn't always mean you're not eating enough. Sometimes it means your cells are missing the microscopic keys that make growth possible. Ferritin. Vitamin D, protein. The quiet trio your hair depends on, but almost nobody checks before buying another bottle of miracle oil. Let's start with the hidden one, ferritin. Think of ferritin as your body's secret bank account for iron. Every strand of hair that grows needs tiny molecules of oxygen to fuel its cells. Iron carries that oxygen, and ferritin stores it. When your ferritin levels drop, your hair follicles suffocate slowly. They don't die right away, they simply enter a waiting mode. The hair strand becomes thinner, weaker, and eventually stops growing. Your brush fills up, and you think it's hormonal, or stress, or shampoo. But your body is just saving energy. It's feeding the organs that keep you alive, not the hair that makes you feel beautiful. Most women who complain of hair thinning have ferritin levels below 30 nanograms per milliliter, while healthy growth usually starts above 70. Yet most routine blood tests never check ferritin unless you specifically ask. Your doctor might look at hemoglobin, see that it's normal, and tell you you're fine. But ferritin tells another story. It shows your stored iron, not the iron in transit. And that's where the mystery of normal tests but hair loss begins. If your ferritin is low, your body is technically starving for oxygen, even if you don't feel tired. Your hair feels it first. Now imagine the second silent deficiency, vitamin D. People call it the sunshine vitamin, but it's much more than that. It's a hormone-like nutrient that tells your cells when to wake up, when to divide, and when to rest. Hair follicles have vitamin D receptors deep inside their roots. When those receptors don't get enough signal, the follicle goes into sleep mode. It's like turning off a light switch in your scalp. Your hair doesn't just shed, it stops regenerating. That's why so many people notice more hair loss in winter or after months spent indoors. It's not just the cold, it's the absence of light. In studies, up to 80% of people with chronic hair shedding had vitamin D deficiency, and in some, correcting that deficiency alone brought noticeable regrowth. But here's the nuance. The internet makes it sound magical, like taking one pill will give you perfect hair. That's not how biology works. Vitamin D works together with calcium, magnesium, and other hormones in a complex orchestra. Too much of it, taken blindly, can cause more harm than good. Balance is the real secret. Not excess, not neglect. And then, there's protein, the building block of your entire hair shaft. Your hair is made of keratin, a hard, fibrous protein. Every time your body repairs, grows, or renews something, it needs amino acids, the pieces that come from protein. But in a world obsessed with dieting and fast fixes, protein often becomes the first casualty. Low-calorie plans, skipping meals, or relying on snacks can leave your body underfed even if your stomach feels full. The result? Your body starts rationing protein. It saves it for muscles, hormones, and organs, leaving your hair empty-handed. When that happens, your hair becomes brittle, dull, and fragile, like a thread left out in the sun. The sad part? Most people don't even realize their diets are protein poor. A woman weighing 60 kilograms should aim for at least 60 grams of protein per day, about the size of 2 palms of fish, chicken, eggs, beans, or lentils. Yet most barely reach half that. Hair cannot grow out of thin air. It needs fuel. And protein is that fuel. Now, imagine what happens when these three, ferritin, vitamin D, and protein, are all low at the same time. It's like trying to grow a garden with no sunlight, no soil, and no water. You can change fertilizers, but nothing will sprout. And that's exactly what many people are doing, switching shampoos when their scalp is just signaling a deeper hunger. The hunger inside their cells. But there's good news. Because once you understand what your body needs, you can actually rebuild that balance, and the change doesn't take years. In fact, within a few months, you can transform the health of your hair if you start from within. The first step is awareness. Not panic, not supplements. Awareness. Before you try another topical product, get a simple blood panel that includes ferritin and vitamin D. Ask for it directly. You have the right to know your levels. If your ferritin is under 50, talk to your doctor about iron-rich foods or gentle iron supplements. Focus on sources your body can actually absorb: spinach with lemon juice, lentils, liver, red meat, pumpkin seeds. If you're vegetarian, pair plant-based iron with vitamin C to boost absorption. You'd be amazed at how small changes restore energy not just to your hair but your entire metabolism. If your vitamin D is below 30, it's time to step outside. Just 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight on your arms or face every morning can change everything. Sunlight triggers your skin to make vitamin D naturally, it's free, and it's powerful. And when sunlight isn't an option, especially in winter, you can discuss supplementation with your doctor. But remember, it's not about mega doses. It's about consistency and checking your levels every few months. And for protein, think of it as daily maintenance. Spread your intake across the day. Add an egg to breakfast, a handful of chickpeas or lentils to lunch, and a piece of fish or tofu at dinner. Don't chase powders or miracle shakes. Real food works better than any supplement when you eat enough and combine it with colorful vegetables and whole grains. Your hair thrives on diversity, not restriction. Some people also notice their hair responds to small but powerful additions: zinc, vitamin B12, and omega-3s all play supporting roles. But these are like background musicians. The main melody still comes from ferritin, vitamin D, and protein. Without those three, the music fades. Now, let's bust a few myths. Hair loss isn't always genetic. It isn't always hormonal. And it definitely isn't hopeless. There's something profoundly empowering about realizing your body is capable of repair. The problem is, we've been taught to fix the surface before listening to the root cause. We massage oils onto starving follicles, buy expensive shampoos that promise miracles, while our cells whisper, "Feed us. You can't out-serum a deficiency. You can only heal it." A true transformation starts from the inside out. Once you correct what's missing, the hair you grow back feels different, stronger, shinier, alive. Not because of the product, but because you rebuilt the foundation. And this isn't just about appearance. It's about vitality. When your ferritin rises, your oxygen delivery improves. When your vitamin D rises, your mood, energy, and immunity improve. When your protein intake meets your body's needs, you recover faster, sleep deeper, and your skin glows. Hair is just the messenger. When it shines, it's because the rest of you is healing too. And if you've been feeling frustrated, like nothing's working, let this message sink in. Your body isn't broken. It's simply prioritizing survival. It wants to heal, you just need to give it the right tools. Think of your body as a garden. When the soil is rich, the sunlight steady, and the roots nourished, the plants don't need motivation to grow, they just do. The same goes for your hair. Sometimes people ask, how long does it take to see results? The honest answer is, it depends. Ferritin can take a few months to rise. Vitamin D might normalize in 8 to 12 weeks. Protein effects can be seen in as little as 3 weeks. The timeline doesn't matter as much as the direction. If you're moving forward, feeding your body, restoring your balance, you're already healing, strand by strand. And please, don't compare your progress with others. Genetics, hormones, and lifestyle all play a role. Your story is yours alone. The goal isn't to chase volume, it's to reclaim health. Real, sustainable, grounded health that your body can maintain without constant struggle. Every time you eat mindfully, step into the sunlight, rest well, or choose balance over restriction, you're telling your body, you're safe now. And when your body feels safe, it invests again in what it once sacrificed. That's when growth returns. Quietly. Gradually. Powerfully. So next time you see hair fall in the shower, don't panic. Listen. It's a signal, not a sentence. It's your body asking, can you feed me what I'm missing? Start there. Run your next experiment not in your bathroom cabinet, but in your kitchen, on your plate, in your morning walk. Test your ferritin. Check your vitamin D, track your protein. These aren't buzzwords, they're the silent pillars of real recovery. Because your hair isn't falling out, it's starving. And when you finally start feeding it what it truly needs, it doesn't just grow back. It thrives. If this message resonated with you, hit subscribe and share this with someone who needs to hear the truth behind hair loss. No hype, no fear, just real science and self-care. Because healing starts not with panic, but with understanding. And your body has been waiting for that understanding all along.